Hi friends, it's Marcy here. I'm a independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for pressing play on today's video. I apologize for being late. Facebook would not go live for me. Um, so I had to end the broadcast and then restart once again in the hopes that this time it would work. I just got that spinning circle. I don't know what's up with that, but please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to know where my viewers are in the world. Show me some love, share my content. Sharing is caring, and it's how I reach more crafty friends, viewers, teammates, and customers. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below, as well as that notification bell, so you don't miss any future videos from me. Don't forget to give me a follow on Facebook as well. So tonight we are creating yet again with the Festive Friends bundle, as well as the Wishing You stamp set for my sentiments. And I am using the Elegant Pine Snowflakes 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Lovely paper. So we're doing a fun fold tonight. This is the card we're creating. Now, is this called a gatefold? I'm not 100% sure. You can let me know. So this is what we're creating tonight, and is the camera going to pick up the sparkle? There it is on my cute little snowman. And this is the all season velvet. I have colored it with a blending brush, and this is the card we're creating. This was my original card. This was for a swap with some demonstrator friends. So this was my original card. So super cute. But tonight we're going to create with this cute guy, so that I will now have created with all three of those images. So let's get started and move that out of the way. So to create this fun fold, I have a piece of 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So this is already scored, and so this piece here is my front. So I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I am going to put it in the track. Let's bring you down a smidge more. I'm going to put you in the track, my base in the track here at the 4 1/4 where it's scored. And I'm going to bring up my cutting blade, and on the side of the arm for my trimmer, I have measurements. So, and my cutting blade has marks to show me exactly where the blade sits. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to carefully come down to 2 3/4. Get that right there. So I have now cut down. Oh, did I cut through that? I missed that piece. So let's do that again right there. I have now cut down to 2 3/4 on my card base. I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to put it at 2 3/4 on my trimmer, and I'm going to put my blade to the top, and I'm going to cut to meet that cut. And there we have our piece cut out. Now save this. Now I'm not doing it tonight. I've already got that out of the way. This panel here is the perfect size to cut out my label. Or you can use this for stamping your images. I've already got him stamped and die cut. So set this aside, and if you're doing the gatefold where you've got that big label, this is perfect for using it. Or if you're not die cutting, you can use that as the base for whatever it is. It's a layer for whatever it is you're doing with your card. Easy peasy, and you know Marcy likes easy peasy. So then I'm going to fold and burnish, and there is that easy base. Okay, so let's set that aside. Now I used a blending brush. So this is the white velvet. I used a blending brush, and it's balmy blue ink, and I just went over it. So your colored, your white velvet paper, you can color it any color you want just by simply using a blending brush and changing that color. I wanted that blue snowflake. So here is my cute blue snowflake. Let's bring in, and I've talked about my dedicated blending brushes before. So I am adding some blue here to my label. So how is everybody's week going so far? Are you ready for the weekend? I know I sure am. I am very ready for the weekend. All right, before I call that good, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cute little snowman on there to see if I've got enough color behind him. I think I want a bit more down at the bottom. And with dedicated blending brushes, I mean, you've got so much ink already on there, you're not wasting any more. So for this here, I've got a little bit of blue here, very lightly, and then I've got some down here because I have the shaded spruce tree, and I wanted a little bit of color behind it. So we're just going to do that. You can see how much ink is still on there. I like to be thrifty where I can. All right, let's see. Okay, that's better. It just makes that tree pop a bit more. And then I'm just going to go just across here, where a little bit where I'm going to be stamping my sentiment. So let's grab my May Your Christmas Be Bright. Get that back in camera view. There we go. So today I was working on thank you cards. I've got like this mass producing little station set up. So that's right in the middle. Christmas Be Bright. And so I have the TV on because I wanted to be upstairs, not downstairs, so that I could look after Miss Maisie. She's feeling neglected with all of the canning I've been doing. So I set up a table at the couch in front of the TV, and I'm caught up now on High Potential. My sister Anne got me on that. I think it was Anne and not Carol. And then I've started that new Guinness TV show about the Guinness family. It's fiction, however, it says that it's based on some real stories. I'm not a big beer drinker, and certainly not warm, dark, heavy beer. Ugh. So, but yeah, I thought it was very interesting. So far, I've watched 2 episodes. Yeah, I sat and stamped and die cut and embossed all of my layers and elements for my thank you card. So they'll be going out in the mail very soon. All right, so this is going to sit right about there. So I don't want my sending you cheered at the very bottom, so I'm going to about there. Has anybody else started that show? There we go. Close that up. Now, I am using the two-toned cardstock, the Old Olive, because it weighs less. So if you're adding layers to your cards, here in Canada, it goes by weight as well as by thickness. So the two-tone cardstock is perfect for adding that layer in behind without adding weight, a lot of weight to your card for mailing. And that fits in just nicely. And I like to go down by 1/8 of an inch increments. There we go. So I'm also using, let's get this out of the way, bring in this. So I'm also using a piece for in behind my designer series paper. Now, did you see my post about the crafting countdown kit? Stampin' Up! Is calling it an Advent kit, but I'm not calling it an Advent kit because Advent is the whole month leading up to Christmas. And then the Epiphany is not till January 6th, so I am calling it a countdown kit. So I haven't checked my email today to see if it's shipped yet. I ordered it a couple days ago. There we go. Look at that. So simple. So simple. And then that's tucked in there. And then that will go right like that. And you're not even going to see that sentiment until you open it up. And it's so cute. Okay. My colors. Let's bring you back in, you cute little snowman. Are Old Olive, Real Red, the dark timid tiger, which isn't in color, light bubble bath, light pool party, um, and clear wink of Stella. And then of course I'm using the color lifter. I'm not sure if I remember to put that in the product list. My measurements and supplies will all be over on my website, my coordinating blog post that'll go live about 30 minutes after we're done here. Okay, so you can see how dark that is. I want to lighten that up just slightly. So I'm taking my color lifter and I'm just lightly going over. Yeah, anytime I'm live on Facebook here, I download that video and then I upload it to YouTube, where it will live hopefully forever, as Facebook deletes videos after 30 days. So I want you to be able to always be able to go back and see if I've given any special measurements or anything like that. I want you to be able to go back to check it out. So that's why I load it onto YouTube. And then I put it in the coordinating blog post. So everything is right there. So you can see measurements as well as watch. And there's our cute little scarf. So now let's do these. I want the top of that to be a little lighter. You don't want it all the same color. So tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I have another video and blog post. It's that time of the month. I was unable to be part of it last month. The Global Stampin' Video Hop is live, so my video, because it's global, each market is a different time depending on their time zone. So I am 5 a.m. and this month our theme is leaves. So be sure to check it out, and then there'll be the link to follow along with the hop. Alright, now we're doing our dark red, real red. So real red, for some reason it splatters, so be sure, at least mine does, if I pull the lid off when over top of my project, so I go off and pull it off to the side so that I don't wreck my project with little splatters of red. And big news coming soon. I'm sure you've seen, I haven't posted, it's in the blog post, about the two, not one, but two starter kit specials that are coming for the month of October, and I've never seen anything like this before. So here in Canada, option one is you pay $48. That's right, $48, and you get to choose $135 worth of products. or option two, whoops, I don't need that, I need this now. Option two is you pay 135, so that's the normal price you're going to pay for the starter kit is 100. It's normally $135, and you get to choose $165. That's the normal. But with this starter kit promotion, you've got the pay 48 and get 135, because maybe you don't need a whole bunch of stuff, and $48 is what best fits into your budget. So that's option one, and option two is you pay 135, the normal, and you choose 252, is it? Worth of products. So it's fitting like everybody's budget, really. How fabulous is that? All right, so I have gone with my pool party. It doesn't really show, but if you take pool party or like gray granite and go over your certain areas of your white image, it kind of makes that white pop a bit more. Okay, so let's get little snowman here added on. Yeah, so what a fabulous deal. And that's running the entire month of October. Like wowzers. I would love to welcome you to my Stampin' Up! Crafty group of Sassy Stampers is my team name, Marcy's Sassy Stampers. I would love to add you to my group. Okay, get off my finger. There we go. And I'm going to put 2 little snippets because I like to use dimensionals, and I like to make sure nothing is saggy. So I'm going to put one there. I think I need one more piece here just because that's what makes me happy. Lots of fun stuff coming. Lots and lots. Don't forget about World Card Making Day is October the 4th. Stampin' Up! Has a free 1 hour virtual event on Facebook that you can attend if you register. Alright, I'm taking my reverse tweezers so that I can get positioned just so. And look at how bright he looks on that blue. He just pops so much more, I think. We have to do this first. So I've got this is from the Holiday Mini, the Balmy Blue sheer ribbon. I've just got a chunk, just a piece. Fold it in half, thread it through. I'm going to cut it down. Yes, I've got a long piece I am wasting, but when you're threading it through, my fingers don't want to work. There we go. Just give that a tug, and a little bit of a tug. Make sure it's tight, and then take my ribbon scissors and snip that down. too long because then it's going to interfere. It's going to get all smushed up when it goes in that envelope. A little shorter. See, if I was to have it this short, I would never be able to get it through there. So that's okay. Now, to get this on, I am going to grab my glue, and I only want the bottom part to have the glue because if I put it up top here, it's gonna glue the gatefold. At least that's what I think it's called. It's gonna glue it closed, and we don't want that. So we are going to take, and we want to make sure that our May Your Christmas, we want to make sure that that's covered. So, like so, and before I give it a good press, I'm just flipping it over to make sure I am good. Make sure I am straight. Now I can press that. And then the final thing is our beautiful Wink of Stella, because it makes everything better. So our pom-pom here on our snowman, and then that fur trim on the hat as well. And I'm just kind of rubbing it across. There we go. So cute. I'm just turning it to make sure that I'm getting all the angles covered in. And that looks good. And there is tonight's adorable card. So there we have it. Sending you cheer. May your Christmas be bright, with that cute little fir tree in the bottom corner. And then, so this is my other one. And then I have my cute little elf as well. Adorable. Love this set. Love this paper. I love the velvet paper as well. It's so cute. Hello, Anne. So that is all for me this evening. My stomach is about to growl. I'm having very simple, I'm having scrambled eggs and toast because that's what I feel like. So, yeah, sometimes you don't want anything fussy. You just want something, and breakfast for dinner is always good. All right, that is all for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on Monday on YouTube. Don't forget, tomorrow morning I have that video on YouTube. That's part of the Global Stampin' Video Hop. So I will see you soon. If you've got any questions, please reach out. If you'd like any information about the starter kit and the Stampin' Up opportunity, please reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. You can be anywhere across Canada and be part of my team. You can be anywhere across Canada and order from me. All right, that's all for now. See you soon. Bye.